Mac Mizzo, Nefizzle, what's good?
What's good, my G? Let's get it
Hey,
in.
bro. Get it in, bro. The King of New Jersey, Christian Mac Mizzle. You got Cross coming in a minute.
Shout out the kids
Let's
in New
get it
Jersey,
poppin',
all
yo.
my niggas out there. Let's get right into it. Yeah.
Btbtv. Christian, man.
Yo, born, let's get him.
Yeah. Never off plan. Used to get busy with them guns in my hand. 4 or 5 or a black 9 with a grand in my pocket and beef cool as a fan. Btbtv, we are not playing. Y'all just talk, we back it up and down. Sideways, F what y'all saying. We Kyrie and Kanye. This a boss talk, so you clowns should just fly away. Hop on the bridge, throw your frame off the highway. It's not a game, this is business, this my way. Real talk, your opinion is nothing to us. We gon' stay on chill, long as y'all don't violate, but it's not fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you could be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better beware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. But we the best, I swear. We the best, I stay up in the mix. A project politics, my mood kinda sick. Name well known from the hood to the sticks. 100 on the highway, flying so fast, burn the gears when I shift. Some people kick dirt on your name, what shoes you gave them. Broke your back for them and they got the nerve to play you. Kick rap store up, push to shove my way through. Bum rush the kitchen, put my floor up on the menu. The jealousy be hitting up in jokes. That's why I stay serious like David Banner, turned in the Hulk in pure form like the Pope. Haters get infrared beams with the scope, so run and get ghost. We fight good, boxed in like Floyd on the ropes. I'm the great black hope. Man, we the team and they know it coast to coast and it just ain't fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you can be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better beware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. We the best, if you with us, put your lighters in the air. No, it just ain't fair. Btbtv. Just ain't fair, man.
Why up for them? Why up for them?
This is Btbtv. Salute, my queen. Good morning. Let's get it.
That's BTV.
Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all hit that like button, that share button, that subscribe button. Like she say, donate. Yo, hit the bell so you know when I'm coming on. God is back.
Yo, Born.
Let's show them
how we do this, man. Btbtv. We be bullying the bullies. No run, no retreat. Yeah. Btbtv. One more time for y'all in the back.
Y'all slow
ninjas. Right. Yo, John Gotti flow, rap Pablo. Escobar status, rap game Corleone. I can show you how you lay back and watch your pockets grow. Stay away from devious women, end up like Papa Smoke. Y'all wake up every day twitching like yo, I gotta post. I wake up every day mission, it's $1 million notes. Dominoes, bodies drop, rot stink like hollow toast. Broadway, man, if you know, then you know. I came for everything they said I couldn't have. Got that and then some, and then some. My wins on overload, say y'all overdose. Your rappers in the tight squeeze and that clutch like Cobra rope. The okie doke, we don't go for that. That's all she wrote. Another tale from the street, death and horror flow. The projects like a ghost try and haunt your soul. Another tale from the street, homicide the foes who wanna play till them guns scream adios. Another tale from the street, black mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street, like an opera show. These kids be acting to their life movie, curtain closed. Nowadays your foes will plot you wearing Malcolm X hats, 666, the devil on his shoulder, won the death match. Reminiscing when more street ninjas was off the hook, chasing D's up off the block, torn and running, get the force, blood on pavement. He's 12 years old and he tough to play with. He don't go to playgrounds, that's his fiends who want their veins stick. We can't miss, we can hit the talk and put our hands behind our back, our eyes closed and half brainless. Don't play with us. Another tale from the street, death and horror flow. The the projects like a ghost trying to haunt your soul. Another tale from the street, homicide the foe. Who won the place and them guns scream adios. Another tale from the street, black mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street like an opera show. These kids be acting till they like movie curtain close. Yeah, Btbtv.
Moving on, niggas.
It's the movement, man. You're born. You're born. Let's get him.
Get him, baby. Let's get him. Let's get him. Yo, first of all, let me say peace to my little brother, Big Mac Mizzle, coming out of Canada, the Mac Mizzle Show. Yo, check this out.
Yeah.
Peace to the 5% Nation of God's enough. Assalamu alaikum, alhamdulillah, Rahman Tallah, all the true Muslim brothers and sisters out there. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the Mac Mizzle Show YouTube. Yo, we ain't no Bloods or no Crips. We doing our own thing. Btbtv just started its own game. Like, nigga, what? We gonna get it today, man. Yo, first of all,
Man,
yeah,
show.
Life.
We got it right now, you know what I'm saying? With my man Born, Almighty Allah.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's get it.
Yo, first of all, let me say something, man. I'm gonna get this off my chest real quick. For those of you who subscribe to me, y'all make sure you hit that bell so y'all know I'm going live. Every time I go live, y'all know when I drop a hot fire video. Y'all just hit that bell, y'all know. You know what I'm saying? Hit the subscribe and hit that bell for all. That's all y'all gotta do. Every video, just hit the bell for all. If y'all ain't hit the all now. You dig what I'm saying? But yo, today,
y'all get it.
Notifications, facts. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? These niggas trying to shadow ban me. So I need my subscribers that rock with me to step up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it popping. Yeah. So
I figure
I want y'all to hear something real quick. Now this is Tupac Father's talking first. I want y'all to hear this. This is Tupac Father. This is right here. Here we go right here. This is Tupac Father. This is from Art of Dialogue, y'all. This is fair use for Art of Dialogue. I want y'all to check this out. 3 minutes, 50 seconds.
During the MTV interview with Tabitha Soren on Venice Beach, Tupac said you and him spoke about things in regards to him finding out that you were his real father that he didn't want to talk about. Would you care to talk about some of those things that you and him talked about in the hospital, as you were saying, as well as the other times that you guys talked? But I think he was mainly talking about in the hospital.
Well, we didn't talk that much in the hospital because he had been moving away. He was suspicious, and I didn't like it because he was in the room on a different floor by his motherfucking self with no guards, and he had asked to see me. But when I look back at it, I didn't think it was legit. Somebody could have easily went in and did something. That's why he left the hospital. He was still suspicious. First time I met Biggie, which made me know it wasn't no East Coast, West Coast bullshit. I'm in the waiting room. I get to the hospital. I get there. They got the guards, the robe. I'm trying to get in. I said, I'm Tupac Shakur's father. He looked me dead in the motherfucking eye and told me, Tupac Shakur daddy dead. I'm like, oh. Just so happened that Feenie happened to walk by. Feenie or Glow, I'm not sure. I think it was a Feenie. And she said, yes, that is his father. Let him in. Wait in the waiting room. Biggie came in by himself. By himself. So that shit, when I heard about them being involved in that, I just breathe. I've been around. Okay, I've done these things. I've been around a lot of drama. And I know nobody who does a hit goes to the hospital by the goddamn self to visit the person they just shot. Now, they might go to the hospital, mob style, but they taking 2 or 3 motherfuckers with them. You know what I'm saying? He was there by himself. Just as innocent as you want to be. And it was just as nice as you want to be. And I knew he had nothing to do. I think Pac knew that too. I think they was feeding him that bullshit.
So with that being said, did you ever get a chance to tell Tupac that Biggie had came to the hospital and visited him?
I think I did, yeah. And when I went to Dana Moore, yeah, I think I did. But I don't think that was the conversation, you know, that we were really talking. We were talking about so many other things. His mother, this and that, how you doing, Pops, and shit like that. You need this and that. Now, in light of that, I got this in the back of my mind when he asked me, do I need something? That if I said I did, then I would look like everything that they said I was, coming out the woodwork looking for money. I didn't need nothing, but I could have used something. You giving away cars, you know? Fuck, okay, give me one. But that wasn't on my mind. No, I don't need shit from you, son. I'm just glad to see you. I might be the only motherfucker who didn't take nothing from my son. Who didn't take nothing from my son.
So as to the Biggie question, you think you did tell him that Biggie had came
in passing, yeah.
In passing.
I think he knew that. That shit didn't really jump off till later on. People started feeding him bullshit and shit. Then he got Suge Knight in his head, believing that bullshit. Then that Puffy and Suge Knight shit kept, and then he's gonna be the vanguard. This is just the way we are. We like to lead.
All right, y'all. Y'all heard Tupac's father, right? Said that you saw what Tupac's father just said, right?
Yep.
Now listen to his father.
He's being real.
Listen to the father of the son now. You know, so this is fair use. I don't know if he could do we want to do it, but I gotta put this out there because a lot of people
fair use. Don't be flagging like a little flagger.
This one right here, I'm saying. This is the one. Hold on 1 second. Let me go back. Hold on, I want y'all to see this one.
Be a false flagger.
Stone C. Dallas, salute, man. Stone C. Dallas, salute.
Salute, Stone.
No, that's not here. Keep getting the same one.
Already.
There you go. Stone C in the building. All right, this is the one I'm talking right here, y'all. Hold up.
You know who shot this.
Here we go right here, y'all. I'm gonna go for a 30-minute mark. Hold on 1 second.
I didn't even know he had a brother like that. Straight up. That's crazy.
I want to ask you personally right here, right now. Do you think that Sean Puffy Combs had anything to do with that situation in Quad Studio?
A lot to unpack there. Again, there was people involved.
Right.
I saw a documentary or article or something or YouTube, something like that, but somebody was talking about that, how Puffy was there at the Quad Studios. He wasn't even supposed to be there.
Right.
So that's like coincidence number one. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is you doing there?
Right.
And then supposedly,
let me go back a little further.
Like,
I want y'all to hear this.
Meeting.
I want y'all to hear this shit. He said he never met Tupac. See, Tupac a day of his life before Tupac died. He never knew Tupac. He never met Tupac.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Absolutely. Right. And so in that situation, I seen Tupac in that situation, and I said to myself, which goes into like, I'm feeling your spirit right now, and Mr. Garland, your father's spirit, and just where that comes from, right? That, and like a lot of people say, well, Haitian Jack, set that up. I personally, I don't really know what to think about that, but I think that's way too intricate. So what are your thoughts in regards to that situation?
Yeah, I've heard those same kind of stories, like set up and this. Yeah, I'm not sure if like the whole thing was orchestrated. I get it. The cops were on Pac's heels, you know what I'm saying? Because Absolutely. Of course they didn't like what went down in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? He got a lot of notoriety for that.
Right.
And at the end of the day, he turned out to be right in that situation. You know what I'm saying? So it looked bad on the cops. So of course they didn't like him at this point. But do I think it was a setup? No, I just think it was circumstances. I think again, Pac had the wrong people surrounding him. You know what I'm saying? He had a lot of fuck niggas surrounding him. And I don't want to bash the woman who was, alleged to have been assaulted, Ayanna Jackson, I believe her name is.
Yes.
I don't want to discredit what she says. I've watched the interview of her.
Right. Is that on Vlad? Is that on Vlad?
I believe so. Right,
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
A couple years back, right?
Right.
I think. And
listen to this shit right here. I want you to listen to this shit.
When we talk about the sugar, because like Tupac was only on death row for 11 months. And so a lot of people have all of these extra stories, you know what I mean, that they come out with. And so it was a very, very limited time that he was actually there on death row. So so he comes over to death row. He records All Eyes on Me. He gets to work immediately, right? So there's been this one thing that's always prevailed from the notion of a lot of people in regards to what escalated the situation between him and Biggie, right? But I'm gonna go back to Quad Studios for a minute, because Tupac said in Against All Odds, right, on the Machiavelli album, you know, he talked about Puffy. He talked about a lot of things and mentioned a lot of people's names. So I want to ask you personally, right here, right now, do you think that Sean Puffy Combs had anything to do with that situation in Quad Studios?
A lot to unpack there. Again, there was people involved.
Right.
I saw a documentary or article or something, or YouTube, something like that, but somebody was talking about that, how Puffy was there at the Quad Studios. He wasn't even supposed to be there.
Right.
So that's like coincidence number one. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is you doing there?
Right.
And then supposedly he was having like some secret meeting with some other guys. I can't think of the names off the top of my head.
Jimmy Henchman?
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. I heard that name, Jimmy Henchman. Right. And so, you know, you hear things like that and you see coincidences, and then you see the interviews that they've said themselves. I mean, you can see it, you know what I mean? The contradictions, you know. So I think there's more there than Puff put on. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I can't say definitively he had something to do with it directly. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But he is involved with the people or knows the people that was behind that shit.
That was ultimately.
Yo. Everybody knew the people that was behind that shit. It wasn't like there was no nobodies. And what Biggie told Pac, stop hanging with them niggas. They no good. And what Pac go back and do? He went back and told the people exactly what Biggie said and started beefing in Brooklyn. Pac went back and told them what Biggie said and had pressure on Biggie in Brooklyn because Biggie trying to look out for this nigga. You know what I'm saying, Mac Mizzle? He got the pressure put on Biggie. Because he can't hold fucking water.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but it's his brother, you know?
His brother don't even fucking know him. This nigga don't even know Pac. He never met Pac. Yo, I seen Pac, words about a father. I seen Pac way more times than his brother.
For the sake of bringing back.
Bro. Man, I'm from.
But is he going to say, oh, no, Pac was wrong?
His father said
Pac was wrong. I don't know.
I know. I was going to say, how the fuck?
He looks like he wants a little bit.
They're responsible for it.
Right. I absolutely believe that. Right.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, like I said, and I love the answer because you know you're not leading with this conspiracy theory thing that a lot of people do based on having no evidence. And I think that you would be the person who would be able to ultimately feel something because it was your brother. You know what I mean?
He didn't know the nigga.
That's why I appreciate the answer that you just gave this now, man. And from that perspective. So yeah, and like I said, so when we drift from that, there was a situation ultimately that came out in where basically the guy who actually was responsible for the shooting, a guy by the name of Dexter Isaacs, right? I
heard that name once, right?
Right. He basically copped to being the trigger man behind that situation.
This nigga keeps saying, I heard that name. This nigga don't know what the hell he talking about. He ain't do no research on his brother's murders, or his brother being shot. He didn't do no. If he did research, he would say, "I heard." He wouldn't say, "I heard that name." Yeah, that's the motherfucker. I remember that motherfucker. I looked that shit up. He would know. He's like, "Yeah, I heard that name once." You heard that name once. Come on, man. Let's keep it real, man. Let's go. I'm gonna let him talk. I can be in
in regards to Tupac, and then he did mention Jimmy Henchman's name. So ultimately, Puffy's name wasn't really mentioned in that, so I do understand what you're saying. So how do you feel about the guy Dexter Isaacs coming out and basically saying that he was the shooter, and also that it was supposed to be a robbery and not they weren't supposed to shoot Tupac, but just basically send him a warning by robbing him. How you feel about that?
I mean, that could be, you know what I'm saying? I've heard it go both ways, that it was a hit made to look like a robbery, you know, for some behind the scenes shit. Like I said, I think people felt that Pac would say too much. Like I said, there was a lot of shit going on, that whole sexual assault case, and so I guess some other things that Pac said, I guess, that them cats was mad about or whatever.
Right.
And you know, and so I look at it like, after all these years, I guess, why would the brother have to lie? Why would dude lie?
Right.
Why, you know, so yeah, I think I do remember seeing something like that he admitted to being the one and snatching the chain and some shit like that, and that he got the order from Jimmy Henchman or some shit like that.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
So I've heard those same things, and then I've also heard other people confirm that, you know what I'm saying, or co-sign those same sentiments.
Right.
So it's like, you know, what else am I supposed to believe? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, I feel like I said, there's a lot of shady characters involved behind the scenes, and yeah, they did my brother wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know.
So and you know what? Like I said, the first time I met your brother was in '93 at Bowie State University. I've said this before, right? And I actually seen the interaction between him and Biggie. And so I understood partially, not the full intricacies of what, you know, their dealings was, but I seen partially before I even knew who Biggie was. You go back, there's a tape online at Bowie State University of how Tupac was looking out for Biggie, because it was Tupac's show. He was the headliner. There was some other go-go bands and stuff like that. But in the middle of Tupac's shows, right before he did Keep Your Head Up, right? He let Biggie get on stage with Randy Stretch Walker, Big Stretch, and because the live squad was there too, but he let Biggie get on stage and perform Party and Bullshit. If you can elaborate on anything in regards to how Tupac felt about Biggie based on what you've heard Tupac say, can you do that?
Right. Yeah, a lot of people seem to forget the history on, you know what I'm saying, about like details like that, how Pac put Biggie on with a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? Like Pac said, motherfuckers.
Hold up. I'm about to look at the camera real quick. How the fuck do you know, like Pac said, nigga, you never met Pac? You never seen him a day in your life besides videos, nigga. So how do you know what Pac said? Pac didn't tell you that's how he felt. You going on what Pac was going on rampages on the internet trying to build hype for his new album. How do you know how Pac really felt, nigga? He never talked to you, bruh. He didn't know your light-skinned ass, nigga. Let's keep it real. Come on, man.
Was that light-skinned Pac?
Biggie was. Not even in New York. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't know who Biggie was. And
niggas knew who Biggie was, you dumb nigga. You was too young to know, nigga. You ain't even from New York. You from Jersey City, nigga. Get the fuck, Jersey City, New Jersey, bro. Nothing at all. Come on, man.
It was Pac. Pac was already, you know, he was already a star. He wasn't that superstar yet, but he was already a star. He already had I Get Around and I Keep Your Head Up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It just goes all back full circle to what I mean about Pac's character. When he rocked with you, if he fucked with you, he went out of his way to help you. He didn't have to do that.
Right.
He didn't have to put
Pac never said he had a half brother
and let Biggie rock
so
he could get some shine, you know.
Step brothers and shit. Remember what's his name?
Listen to this nigga. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Pac and put Biggie on. Biggie was already blowing up the stages back then, bruh. He met Biggie when he was with Pac was doing this movie thing. That's when he met Biggie. Biggie was already blowing up in New Jersey, New York, bruh. And when Pac went away, Biggie blew the fuck all the way up. And Pac got jealous. Pac got jealous. This fat, lazy-eyed nigga fucking all the bad bitches. and he's sitting in jail on a rape case, probably with somebody finger up his culo. Probably had somebody finger up his culo. Come on, man. Let's keep it real, man. Like I said, ain't no Pac hate here. It's all real, man.
Yo, let me say something, man. Let me say something. I'm on my boring shit this morning, man. Man. This nigga didn't know Pac, man. You know what I'm saying? Pac never mentioned this nigga once in his whole life. You know what I'm saying? So for him to come and speak on Pac's character, this and that and the other, and like how he knew Pac was, this is just a clout chase, man. He gonna go around. You're gonna see him more often than not. He gonna go to different people's pages and whatnot. But we already know the deal with that whole situation, man. Let's keep it funky, man. Pac was a wild nigga. He was a young nigga. He fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But that's what young niggas do. But before the age of 25, he did all that shit. Trust me, I know a lot of...
Matt, listen to this real quick. I'm about to say something. Listen to this. This video been out 10 months. It only got 15,000 views because niggas don't believe that shit. They don't want to hear that shit because this nigga don't know nothing.
Exactly, right?
10 months. And you got Tupac's biological brother up there. Come on, let's be real. These niggas don't know shit.
Billy Garland. Billy Garland.
You niggas don't know nothing. This Billy Garland Jr. You ain't even a father, nigga. You the brother. And you never met Pop.
Let me hear the Pops. You know what I'm saying? Pops, we talking on that real shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
He absolutely did not have to do that. But because he felt in his heart like that's his boy, you know what I'm saying? That was Pac's character. And then so you gotta understand that, right? So all that happens, letting him stay at his crib, whatever the fuck, you know, giving him and Junior Mafia money to do whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then now fast forward, the shit at Quad happens.
Right.
You know, and like I said, Pac felt what he felt, that, you know, Biggie knew more than he let on, and that he should have let Pac know. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And then all that goes in, you know, all that shit gets tied together. Like, nigga, here you are. Like Pac said it. He looked at him as like a little brother type shit. And, you know, you violated. You know what I'm saying? You violated. So.
All right, bro. That's all I can take it out. Yo, come on, bro. That's all fair news, bro. How did he violate when he told Pac, watch your company you keep, nigga?
Right.
He told Pac.
I ain't gonna say he didn't. Pac didn't introduce him to the industry and shit like that. Like really, you know, give him a leg up, but don't act like Biggie was a slouch or something like that.
Yeah, like Biggie. People that know Biggie was already.
Yeah. Hold up.
I want you to see this with majesty. you go, y'all.
How do you feel about Tupac saying that
brother.
you know, Biggie should have warned him about the whole Quad Studios thing? Because Tupac felt like Biggie knew ahead of time what was going to happen.
Yeah.
But he never said Biggie set him up. But he did say he felt like Biggie could have warned him, and he felt like Biggie knew that he was going to get robbed at Quad.
Yeah. Well, like I said, Pac a New York dude, man. You know what I'm saying? He a New York dude, and I don't know why he acting like he forgot how New York is. Like, everybody don't fuck with each other. Just because you from Brooklyn, all Brooklyn niggas don't fuck with each other. All LA niggas fuck with each other. You know what I'm saying? So he was just venting, you know what I'm saying? He was just mad, and Big happened to be from Brooklyn too, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he know Big's heart, and he know that them Brooklyn niggas don't fuck with Pop, don't fuck with Big. You know what I'm saying? Now, even if he did feel that way for a couple of seconds, when we went to go see him on Rikers Island and reminded him the part that when C's came down the elevator and they tried to spin on C's, when we reminded him of that, E-Money Bags and Nickels reminded him of that. And he was like, oh shit, I forgot all about that. And niggas was like, because when niggas went to see him, he like, yo, man, something, oh yeah, when they said that, he looked at Nickels and E and was like, so what? What you think? Big and them had nothing to do with it? And he's like, and Nickels and E is looking at him like, what the fuck is you talking about, man? And Pac was like, damn, I just did a hell of an interview too. It was too late. You understand what I'm saying? It was too late. He already did the Vibe interview and said what he said. So he ain't gonna go back on his word. You know what I'm saying? And then he already got his little personals he got with Big. Then he happened to be from Brooklyn. He locked up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, nigga, it was full steam ahead. You know what I'm saying? He didn't know it was going to get this bad. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? That's how come when he seen it start getting bad, he tried to start rectifying it. Like, I don't got no beef with East Coast. Remember? He started seeing his power, you know what I'm saying? Could get somebody hurt, and he started trying to rectify it. It was too late. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that happened at with Pac and Big. You know what I'm saying? It was just, it got out of hand with this media shit. He said something that he you know, before he found something out, he said something before, you know what I'm saying, he found it out, and it was too late, ready to the world. And he just ran with it. You know what I'm saying?
Tupac, man, the issue he had, you know, with your brother after, you know, the Quad Studios incident or whatever, he said that your brother, he didn't come visit him while he was in prison.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, man, Pac is a New York nigga, right? We all New York niggas, you know what I'm saying? But nigga ain't never been to no Rikers Island.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
And use our filters to quickly find a
like, yo, Stretch, I ain't got no problems. I ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but man, I got money to fight a war. Now, this is towards us. Ain't nothing about no Tupac.
Shout out to my boy Infomons. He be having fire interviews. Let's go, y'all.
For the culture, what it do?
This Big Stretch brother Majesty.
General Mads back on the check-in, man. It's time to address all the motherfucking issues, man. It's time to address all the motherfucking false motherfucking bullshit running around out here, man, about my brother, man. It's too much going on, man. Let's get into it. Let's just address them all, man. The latest shit that just came out, man, about this nigga talking about my brother set Pac up for 2 big 8s and all that bullshit. Come on, man. Anybody that know my brother and my team and all that, niggas know, nigga, that shit is a motherfucking lie. First of all, once my brother stepped out to the street, nigga, into the industry, man, he ain't never looked back. You hear me? He never looked back, and that's what he was trying to fucking do. Save us and stop us from hustling and save his mans from going to jail and living that motherfucking life and going that route. That's how come he dedicated his life to music, because that's a way that we can motherfucking don't have to focus on selling drugs. You know what I'm saying? He's seen me going the wrong way. He see his man go to jail, and niggas is out here dying and killing each other and all that stupid ass shit. He woke up and was like, we ain't doing none of that no more, man. I'm doing this music. We doing this music, man. All that drug shit, nigga, you could just ace that. And besides that, we full-blown industry now, nigga. Pac is our fam. You know what I'm saying? We niggas done lived in the Bay. Niggas got fam in LA. Then you already know who we are in New York. Look at all them pictures, man. Look at all them pictures, man. Everybody ain't no industry niggas around us, man. If my brother did want to motherfucking get some drugs or fucking hustle or get some bricks, it was nothing to do that, man. So please, man, don't be fucking bamboozled because this man is trying to sell a book or whatever the fuck he's doing. Let's just ace that, man.
Now, Maj, just say Napoleon from the Outlaws claimed that Stretch delivered a message to Pac from Jimmy Henchman, telling him to get your money right, then go to war. Now, Napoleon says he was there at the time when this was after the Quad Studio shooting. Is there any truth to that? Would it be a logical reason behind Stretch delivering this message? And what was the relationship between Jimmy Henchman and Stretch, if there was one at all?
Now, man, this issue right here, man. Oh, man, this is the one that kind of hurts me because Moo is my fan. That's Moo to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know him as Napoleon. That's my fam right there. And to see that, and he was misconstrued, you know what I'm saying? And so he misconstruing y'all. This shit hurts me, man, but I'm gonna let y'all know what really happened. I'm gonna let y'all know what my brother really said and what he meant. Back then, in 94, the whole industry know Jimmy as a record exec. Nigga don't know his past. Niggas don't know nothing about none of that gangster shit, whatever they talking. All niggas know is he's a record exec. You dig? So now, when that shit happens at Quad, all y'all gotta remember that we got hit. Pac just didn't get hit, we got hit. It was 4 people. It was my brother, Nichols, it was Pac, and his brother-in-law, Zayd, at that time. Zayd has a baby by Pac's sister, Satch. That's who was in there. That's who was there. When it went down, remember, y'all, nobody's taking credit for that shit. Ain't nobody claiming they did it. So when that shit happens, all we could do is go with who we think might have did it. Even though Jimmy is a record exec in our eyes, you know what I'm saying? And it's stupid for him to call somebody and say, come to the studio and the nigga get robbed, because of course it's gonna go back on him. Like I told y'all at this time, he's a record exec. You know what I'm saying? So that would be kind of stupid. But remember, we young and
we got crosses, Stone P in the building. Yo.
Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute. Born Mac, what's happening? What up, Mac Mills? My boy Mac Mills over there up in the penthouse on their ass, right? I love that view. Oh, damn. Okay. Boy, y'all jacking up there, ain't you? Why y'all do DJ drama like that?
I want to hear this real quick. I'm going back just for y'all. I'm going back just for y'all.
DJ drama got all that drama. That was funny as hell, though.
Puffy was there at the Quad Studios. He wasn't even supposed to be there.
Right.
Some type. So that's like coincidence number one. Like, what the fuck are you doing there?
This is Tupac, brother, biological brother. Never met the nigga in his life.
Secret meeting with some other guys. I can't think of the names.
Jimmy
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. I heard that name.
Yo, hold
up. Right.
Court, yo, Cross. Let me ask you a question, Cross. In court,
yeah, go ahead.
Is that considered leading a witness?
What do you mean by? What do you mean lead the witness? Like what? Coercing it?
Yeah,
coercing it? Yeah.
That's what he just did.
That's what it sounds like. Play it back. Let me see it one more time.
Let me hear that again. What is it?
I'm on YouTube, something like that. But somebody was talking about that, how Puffy was there at the Quad Studios. He wasn't even supposed to be there.
Right.
Some type. So that's like coincidence number one. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is you doing there?
Right.
And then supposedly he was having like some secret meeting with some other guys. I can't think of the names of the top of my head.
Jimmy Henchman.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. I heard that name, Jimmy Henchman. Right.
He said, I heard that name. Hold on.
So, you know,
hold on.
You hear things like
he didn't say, Yeah, that's the name. He said, no, I heard that name before.
Yeah, that's what he said. Hey, boy, but did you see how he set it up? He said, I don't remember his name. What's that guy's name? But then he said, oh, yeah, him. So if you're telling a story, how you not know the names? Like, I don't like when people tell stories and be like, oh, yeah, what's dude's name? You want me to say it. He wanted him to say the name. So, oh, yeah, right, him.
I heard that.
I don't think he know what he's talking about, tell you the truth.
Right, the nigga never met Pac in his life. This is his brother. This is biological brother. He never met him.
Right.
He never seen him. He never spent time with him. He never talked to the nigga on the phone. None of this shit.
But you know the inside what happened. Right.
No, listen. Y'all want you to listen to this. The next 8 minutes, just listen.
Like that, and you see coincidences, and then you see the interviews that they've said themselves. I mean, you can see it. You know what I mean? The contradictions.
Okay.
You know. So I think there's more. I think there's more there.
Okay.
Than Puff put on. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I can't say definitively he had something to do with it directly. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But he is involved with the people or knows the people that was behind that shit.
That was ultimately responsible for it.
Right. I absolutely believe that. Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Everybody, hold on.
So, and you saying that, like I said.
Hey, can I say something before you say something, boy? That ain't Pac, brother. That's motherfucking Noriega, brother. That's Nori, brother, dog. He lying. That's Nori, brother.
That's Pac, brother. That's Billy Garland Jr., bro. That's Pac's father's son.
Okay, so who the other brother then? The dark one that look like Pac.
That's Pac's stepbrother. The one that look like Pac is his stepbrother.
Damn, them niggas looking like shit. Okay, I ain't know that.
Y'all raised together. You might look like nigga. Y'all ate the same pig feast growing up, nigga.
Yeah, real talk.
Yo, if he's a junior, that means he's the firstborn, or
no, he's the firstborn. Pac's older than him, but his father made him a junior. This Jersey City nigga.
Confirm that. You know what I'm saying? Or co-sign those same sentiments. Right. So it's like, you know, what else am I supposed to believe? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, I feel like I said, there's a lot of shady characters involved,
more
behind the scenes, and yeah, they did my brother wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know.
So and you know what? Like I said, the first time I met your brother was in '93 at Bowie State University. I've said this before, right? And I actually seen the interaction between him and Biggie. And so I understood partially, not the full intricacies of what, you know, their dealings was, but I seen partially before I even knew who Biggie was. You go back, there's a tape online at Bowie State University of how Tupac was looking out for Biggie, because it was Tupac's show. He was the headliner. There was some other go-go bands and stuff like that. But in the middle of Tupac's shows, right before he did Keep Your Head Up, right? He let Biggie get on stage with Randy Stretch Walker, Big Stretch, and because the Live Squad was there too, but he let Biggie get on stage and perform Party and Bullshit. If you can elaborate on anything in regards to how Tupac felt about Biggie based on what you've heard Tupac say, can you do that?
Right. Yeah, a lot of people seem to forget the history on, you know what I'm saying, about like details like that, how Pac put Biggie on with a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? Like Pac said, motherfuckers ain't know who Biggie was, not even in New York, you know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't know who Biggie was, and it was Pac. Pac was already, you know, he was already a star. He wasn't that superstar yet, but he was already a star. He already had I Get Around and I Keep Your Head Up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It just goes all back full circle to what I mean about Pac's character. When he rocked with you, if he fucked with you, he went out of his way to help you. He didn't have to do that.
Right.
He didn't have to to stop his show and let Biggie rock so he could get some shine. You know what I'm saying? He absolutely did not have to do that. But because he felt in his heart like,
hey, boy, let me ask you something.
Boy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
He talking like he had conversations with Pac. Pac didn't want him on stage. Pac,
Right.
you ain't never talking about.
That's
What you
crazy.
talking about?
But look, listen, Stone, he asked him a question. He said, hey, he said, what do you think about when he did that? And can you remember a time when Pac did? He went into, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He always looked out. He can't even remember a time because he don't know the nigga in real life. In real life, this nigga don't know his own brother.
No, if I have a brother out there, I would want to know who he is. Dog. I don't want to talk to him.
I mean, I can get him not knowing because I didn't meet my little brother until I was 18. So
Right.
I
Wait,
get
but listen, though, Pac already knew the father. He already was scared. Him and the father were already scared to know each other again. So how did he meet Pac? And him and his father was already, Pac and the father was already getting cool after he got shot in the quad studio shit.
And my thing is, why did it wait to 2023 to come out and cut your hair bald headed and get a gold teeth to talk about Pac? Like, my nigga, where was you at when the dark skinned stepbrother was around? Where was you at? You should have came out and said, that's my stepbrother, but that nigga ain't Pac real brother. I'm his real brother. He would have been went viral. I don't get it.
Yeah, he would have been years ago, decades ago.
The nigga trying to rap now.
I knew that. Okay. The old nigga want a career. Like on the 5 Heartbeats, when the uncles and them had the little thing, they still want him to rebrand the career. Yeah, this nigga don't probably garbage. Now he probably trying to sound like Pop.
For real though.
No. I want you to hear this shit real quick. Hold on, I want you to hear this shit real quick. Y'all
Billy.
laugh that.
A nigga named Billy. I heard a nigga named Billy for a minute.
And this was the nigga father had to say. Oh, here we go. This is what his father had to say. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. This was the father. That's what the daddy had to say.
Your move to my plan. Starting at just $25.
Dad was speaking some real shit.
It's your Verizon.
He knows his son.
Daddy, it's fair use for our dialogue. Through our dialogue. Thank you for the.
During the MTV interview with Tabitha Soren on Venice Beach, Tupac said you and him spoke about things in regards to him finding out that you were his real father that he didn't want to talk about. Would you care to talk about some of those things that you and him talked about in the hospital, as you were saying, as well as the other times that you guys talked? But I think he was mainly talking about in the hospital.
Afeni Shakur wasn't shit.
Oh, I knew this was coming.
Afeni Shakur wasn't shit, but
Boy, that's somebody's mama, boy.
That bitch was fucking everybody in the Black Panther Party.
I knew it was coming. I knew it.
Everybody in the Black Panther Party. Let's go. I'm sorry, my bad. I just had to.
I knew this shit. Boy, it's still
that much in the hospital.
Yeah, we got a disclaimer.
Where he was suspicious. Because he was in the room on a different floor by his motherfucking self with no guards. And he had asked to see me. But when I look back at it, I didn't think it was legit. Somebody could have easily went in and did something to him. That's why he left the hospital. He was still suspicious. First time I met Biggie, which made me know it wasn't no East Coast, West Coast bullshit. I'm in the waiting room. I get to the hospital. I get there. They got the guards, the robe. I'm trying to get in. I said, I'm Tupac Shakur's father. He looked me dead in the motherfucking eye and told me, Tupac Shakur daddy dead. I'm like, oh. So happened to Feeney happened to walk by. Feeney or Glow, I'm not sure. I think it was a Feeney. And she said, yes, that is his father. Let him in. Wait in the waiting room.
You look like light-skinned Tupac.
By himself. So that shit, when I heard about them being involved in that, I just agreed. I've been around, okay? I've done these things. I've been around a lot of drama. And I know nobody who does a hit goes to the hospital by the goddamn self to visit the person they just shot. Now, they might go to the hospital, mob style, but they taking 2 or 3 motherfuckers with them. You know what I'm saying? He was there by himself. Just as innocent as you want to be. And it was just as nice as he wanted to be. And I knew he had nothing to do. I think Pac knew that too. I think they was feeding him that bullshit.
So
he's speaking real, man. He's speaking real, bro. He's speaking real.
But you had son though, right? It sound like what? No, you ain't finished. Hold on, you ain't finished. What's that? I said, let me play with.
Oh shit, that was I saw.
Right, I want you to hear this shit.
That was my character, and then so
how you know the nigga's character? You don't even know the nigga.
Right? So
yeah, dude, he got a ball head.
Yeah, giving him and Junior Mafia money to do whatever. You know what I'm saying?
How you know to give him money? Hold up. Yo,
hold
up, y'all. I got a ball head too. Pac is my biological big brother too.
Right, for real talk.
Bird knows. My mother cheated on my daddy with Billy Garland Jr. Ain't that some shit?
Boy, you wild as hell. You wild as hell, boy.
And then now fast forward, the shit at Quad happens.
Right.
You know, and like I said, Pac felt what he felt, that, you know, Biggie knew more than he let on, and that he should have.
Nigga, how do you know?
You know what I'm saying?
But the daddy said he didn't feel
all
that
that
way.
goes in, you know, all that shit gets tied together.
Hold on,
Here you are, like Pac said it.
Hold on, yo. All right,
like Pac said it. Like Pac said it. Everything is like
Pac didn't say to you, nigga. He don't even know you.
I think Pac said it to him.
Yeah,
I think Pac said it to him, and he shaved his head when he did it.
You remember Pac ain't dead, as they say. He talked to Pac in Cuba, nigga.
Yeah. This nigga wild as hell, man. This nigga just won't motherfucker. But then the dude sitting right next to him interviewing, act like, man, this nigga lying like a motherfucker.
Hey, what's his name, man? The dude interviewing. I know who that is.
Richardson. It's straight TV or some shit like that.
Okay, yeah, I done seen him before.
Straight game. The only thing he do was Tupac shit. Him and Tupac, he did a couple of songs with Tupac and shit. So hold on, here we go.
Said it. He looked at him as like a little brother type shit, and you know, you violated. You know what I'm saying? You violated. So,
my boy Big E.
Salute, Big E.
I think that's where it started, and then what heightened it and what pushed it further was him hooking up with Suge and Death Row.
Right.
And because from my understanding, Suge already had like a little beef going on with Puffy already.
Right.
Like behind the scenes.
Yeah. It look like
but I do remember vaguely.
Look, I think this nigga's reading off a screen as he look how he looking.
Like.
He reading off the screen. Give it like that don't even make sense. Like anybody knows that Puffy and him. How do you know back then before Pac got with him that Puffy and Suge was beefing? How do you know?
Oh, this nigga younger than us, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
He close to my age? Oh, damn. Oh, yeah.
Right now, how old he is. Billy Garland Jr. I'm saying how old he is right now. I'm going to Google it right now.
Yeah, he capping, bro. I don't know what the hell he trying to do. Like you say, he got a rap song. That right there alone, first of all, I'd have been like, are you up here trying to promote your song? No, I'm not. You ain't trying to promote nothing. No, I just want to tell the truth. Now I'm going to ask the questions because, first of all, dude just letting them talk. And if he get a song with Tupac, why he ain't asking, well, do you remember that time when me and Pac, blah, blah, blah? Yeah, I remember that. And just set him up to see if he lying because he don't even remember dude that was doing the song with Pac. Like, I wouldn't even, man, I don't know. This nigga's alive.
Yeah, he close.
Okay, right now. Hold up. Let me go right now. Older is younger.
We need to send him over there to counter and let Mac Miller rob him.
Hold on, Randy Garland, William Jefferson, Billy Garland, half brother Tupac. No details. Shaniqua Shakur is Tupac's steps. It's Tupac Shakur's stepbrother. Shanuka Shakur, whatever that nigga name is. Mokrim Shakur is Tupac's stepbrother.
You can't even Google him. That's cold. You can't even Google him.
Tupac Shakur, let's say, hold up.
Mac, I needed you last night. I need you to translate for me.
Hey, he looks like he's in his early 40s.
Shaquille said Shakur, Tupac's sister. Hold on. This nigga Billy Garland, he late 30s, early 40s, yo. He younger than us, bro.
If he just that much, if he ain't that much older than me, no way he know these details like that. Hell, I was 10 when Tupac died. So how old was he? What, 12, 13 probably? No way you know this details the way you saying it. And your daddy not even saying what you saying. Your daddy just said he don't believe Biggie did anything. He came to the hospital by himself. But now you on here saying this. Nah, he just capping, man.
Yeah. It's too little.
Geronimo Pratt was Tupac's godfather. I didn't know that.
Who was the godfather?
Geronimo Pratt.
Shakur.
No, Geronimo Pratt was his godfather. But Tula Shakur was his stepfather.
Oh, stepfather, yeah.
Geronimo Pratt was his godfather.
Who was that, boy?
Geronimo Pratt. He's one of Black Panther Party, one of the leaders for the Black Panther Party.
Oh, okay. You taught me something.
Yeah. Yo, but I'm gonna tell you something, man. This y'all listen to this nigga, man. Y'all hear this nigga, right? Now listen, they go Majesty. This is Tupac's one of Tupac's best friends right here, Majesty. It's one of Tupac's best friends. Listen to what he said.
At that time, we don't give a fuck. Ain't nobody claiming who did it. Everybody's saying they ain't did nothing. Nobody know nothing. So all right, I know how it go in the street. You know what I'm saying? This turns into a mob movie. You know how the mob movies do. Yo, who did it? Wasn't us. Wasn't us. We didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? So now when that type of shit happens, you got to do the same shit. Okay. Nobody know who did nothing, right? All right. So now we're going to bang everything moving, nigga. What stopped that from happening is Pac is our man, you know what I'm saying? He don't really know how to react with certain shit. So when it happened, he's like, oh, y'all niggas know, oh, y'all set me up and this, that, and the other. And instead of it going the way I just said, nigga, you put niggas on point. Everybody knows when Pac is in New York, who's holding them down. And the niggas that's holding them down is out here dropping shit. It's not on Pac now. It's our city. So now all types of kites is being sent and all types of shit to let niggas know it wasn't us and this, that, and the other. You know, ain't nobody claiming the shit. That's when, nigga, we in our mother house. You know what I'm saying? And niggas get a call. Who's the call? It's Jimmy. Like, yo, Stretch, man, all I hear is Young Guns is about to start killing everything that's moving. And you know what my brother did? Instead of, you know what I'm saying, the other niggas probably were the cop plead and all that shit. But remember, like I told y'all, niggas don't know no gangster shit about Jimmy. So my brother like, nigga, he ain't trying to back down, even though we in the crib, whatever. He like, nigga, that shit would have been done already, man. And you know what he says back to my brother? He like, yo, Stretch, I ain't got no problems. I ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but man, I got money to fight a war. Now this is towards us. Ain't nothing about no Tupac. Niggas ain't worrying about no Tupac. This is us. We in the city, nigga, we in the heat, we in the hood. Win or lose, nobody wants no fucking war. War and business doesn't go together. So before it could get to that, a nigga want to see if he can nip it in the bud. And that's when that call was made. So now, when everybody going back and forth and all that shit, and my brother tells Pac, yo, man, nigga said, man, he got money for war, man. It wasn't telling Pac that, yo, Pac, Jimmy said to tell you he got money for war. I don't know what the guard heard, but that's what the fuck was happening. We the niggas out here in the heat. We the niggas gonna have to answer for everything. We the niggas is worrying about. You know what I'm saying? So that's what my brother told Pac, man. And what's crazy about it is everybody know I've been in California. I'm living in California. Ain't nothing ever changed our relationship with Pac fam and everybody. Everybody knows this. Niggas see me at Johnny J funeral. Niggas see me in Inglewood. Niggas see me in Sacramento. Niggas see me in the Bay. This nigga yuck mouth crazy, man. I was just in the studio and seen the governor come in there and run your ass out of there, man. I seen Be Legit take 12.5 for 16 for a verse, and nigga had 8,500 from you, and the governor came. I don't know what was going on, nigga, and your ass left. You ain't even take your money for that fucking verse. Your ass ran out the studio. You out here fronting, nigga. Come on, man. Yo, man, listen, I ain't even gonna get into all this back and forth shit. This is the last time I'm gonna fucking clear any of these issues. Niggas want to see me, niggas better see my documentary, or niggas see me in the street, whatever. Don't ask me nothing about none of this social media shit, all you fuck faces, because y'all niggas is not my fan. Me, my fam, nigga, we all fam to this day, nigga. Shout out Mo Preem. Rest in peace, Big Psych, man. Shout out Manook, man. You know what I mean? Shout out the whole crew, man. We out here, man. We out here, and y'all niggas ain't breaking that, nigga. Y'all ain't breaking that. Y'all ain't breaking that, nigga.
Don't let toxins build up in your body. Try this new smart patch instead. It draws out decades of built up
match. People say because Stretch was such a big dude, you know what I'm saying? They say, why didn't Stretch rush the robbers? You know what I'm saying? Why he tried to take the gun? Because he was such a big motherfucker and shit like that. Like, and can you also explain, Pac wasn't the only person that got shot that night. Nichols got shot that night as well, but nobody seems to mention that. Like, can you explain, if you was to set up something, why would you set up a robbery to where one of your close friends gets hurt too? Like, who does that? But that's another question that people have as well.
Y'all gotta know, man, in these days, man, right here, Pac and my brother was inseparable. When Pac come to town, it's either him and my brother come to the airport, they get in the MPV, niggas go to the hotel, smoke, whatever. Then them niggas come to the hood, get niggas from the hood, niggas go back to the city to go to the studio, to the club, whatever niggas gonna do. You know what I'm saying? It's freestyle. So when he's around, Pac, all right, what we doing? Yo, we going and fucking do a freestyle, you know what I'm saying, for Ron G. Boom. Niggas don't know what they going to do. Everything is freestyle. Pac telling niggas what they got to do. So how are we going to set a nigga up when we don't know what the fuck we doing? He got to tell us what we about to go do. After motherfucking niggas go to Ron G, Pac got to tell niggas, yo, let's go to this other shit, man. Jimmy want me over there to go do a song with his artists and all that. So that's telling you right there, there's only two people that knew Pac was coming to the studio. So where my brother come in at? It's all cut and dry. Where the setup? There ain't gotta be no setup. Because when niggas said to come to the studio, niggas was there when niggas got there. Y'all just worrying about what happened to Pac. Nigga, it happened to us. Once niggas got in the studio, man, niggas see season them. Season them is out the window throwing down motherfucking water balloons on motherfuckers. They see Pac and my brother and I'm like, oh shit, Pac, what up? Nigga, this is all spirit of moment shit. Like, yo, oh shit, God, what up, y'all? Y'all coming up? Niggas like, yeah, we coming up. Niggas is getting to the door. They see homeboy out there with the green fatigue jacket, but that's probably what threw niggas off. Once niggas season them in the window and all that, and these Brooklyn niggas, you know what I'm saying? They always got a million niggas with them just like us. They get to the door, they see this nigga with the fatigue jacket, automatically that threw niggas off. So now niggas go in, homeboy turn right in on them. They behind them. And once they get in, the other niggas in there. It's a robbery. So where's the setup at? Where my brother got to do with that? Now, niggas is motherfucking, yo, give up your shit, smacking niggas with the gun, all that type of shit. You know what I mean? Who the fuck sets something up and goes through all that? Use y'all fucking brain, please, man. When a nigga talking about niggas is calling and this, that, and the other, remember this is 9-3, 9-4. The cell phones and all that shit wasn't around like that. Yeah, the burnouts, the get the hookup shit was the here and there, that. But call around, do your homework. Pac barely had a phone. This is real shit. So how the fuck is niggas texting and all that shit, man? Back then, come on, man. We're not even gonna entertain this dude too much, man. And if you're entertaining that shit and your motherfucker bought a book or any of that, nigga, you've been bamboozled, man. You've been robbed, man. Ain't no cross in our blood, Squad, Pac, our whole affiliation. You know what I'm saying?
And then not to mention, How do you, if you was to set somebody up on a robbery, why would you set the robbery up to where you shoot your man in the stomach? People forgetting that Nichols got shot in the stomach that night as well.
Yeah, man, too much, man. It's a lot of dumb shit, man, running around. I just gotta address them all, man. I'm tired of it, man. Like, another thing I'm hearing and seeing, niggas talking about, yo, Pac said it himself and all that. Nigga, Pac ain't never ever said that we set him up. Never ever said. And the shit that he did say, I'm gonna tell y'all why he said it. It ain't had nothing to do with niggas setting nobody up and none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell y'all what's going on, you know what I mean, in a minute. Then another thing, niggas like, yo, Stretch could have grabbed the gun and all that shit. Listen. A robbery is a robbery. When you getting robbed, niggas like, yo, this a robbery, don't turn it into a homicide. A hit is a hit. A hit, niggas, you ain't hearing nothing, man. It's just out and it's lights out. And in that situation, the way they had my brother and them niggas, nigga, if it was a hit, niggas won't be here. Niggas would have died in 94, all of them, if it was a hit. That shit was a robbery that went wrong. The reason why it went wrong, the guard got the twins on him. The guard got the heat on him. And the only reason Pac got the heat is because he always got the heat when he come to New York. It wasn't like he had heat on him because he knew he had beef. Every time nigga Pac came to New York, he was like, yo, let me get a gun while I'm out here. Let me get a gun. Let me get some heat. Then as years progressed, one day he came out, he's like, guess what, y'all? I don't need no gun. And he pulled out a gun. That nigga put the gun in his suitcase, put that shit on the plane. I guess they put it under the plane and his ass came over here. He made it. Now he amped. He doing that shit all the time. Now look, we already know about all the guns because remember, we damn near living with them. My brother, they living together. All the guns is in Atlanta. So he know about the twins already. He loved the twins. He called them the twins, 240s or whatever. So he come out here, nigga, he got the twins on him. It's a regular day. You know what I'm saying? And remember, man, this is Manhattan. This is Quad Studios, the middle of Manhattan. This is something where niggas never think that anything's gonna go down at, and niggas ain't got no beef. Even if the shit with Jack, he said about Jack in the papers, even if he with that, nigga ain't thinking about no getting set up or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nigga like, yo, I said something I shouldn't have said, and nigga, fuck it though, but I got my heat. And, you know what I'm saying? If niggas catch me, niggas ain't gonna be punking me. That's the way he thought when it comes to that or any of that. Nigga, I got my heat or I got my niggas with me. That's that. When the stick-up shit happened, you know what I'm saying? Only reason why that guns went off is because Pac had the heat and he was like, yo, niggas is like trying to take his bracelet off. And he was like, hold on, I got it. Pac was trying to acting like he was taking the bracelet off. And while he was acting like he was taking the bracelet off, he was really reaching for the heat. They said, homie, whoever homie was like, what the fuck you doing? What the fuck you doing? And grabbed his arm. And they start tussling. As they tussling, the gun go off. That's how Pac got grazed in his nuts. You know what I'm saying? Now, once the fire go off, everybody starts shooting. You know what I'm saying? And that's how he gets shot. Now, look, while they in there, though, you know what I'm saying? While the robbery's going down, remember we said that seen them coming in. So now season them coming in the elevator to come see Pac, come to the studio, and they get the elevator opens, and when the elevator open, Pac season them see the shit happen and shit, and them niggas turned on season them and start running towards the elevator to grab them niggas off the elevator and stick them too. But the door had already closed. You know what I'm saying? So they went back upstairs or whatever, and that's when they was like, yo, man, Pac and them downstairs getting robbed, I guess. This is what my brother told me before anything. This is years ago. I've been knew about all this shit. And another thing when it comes to the homeboy that's talking about he robbed niggas up and all that shit, nigga, Pac didn't get caught for all no jewelry, man. He didn't get caught for all that jewelry this nigga was talking about. He's fucking lying. He must know somebody that was there or something, but that nigga's lying. He ain't catch all that. But right after everything happened, homeboy and them ran out. Pac, my brother, all of them run downstairs. You know, I'm like, they gonna catch him. Remember, Pac had the 2 heats on him. And then when they get downstairs, the whole fucking front of the studio, the whole precinct out there. So them niggas hurry up and spin back around because Pac got the other gun on them and go back upstairs. And nigga, they passed that heat to Big. I was like, yo, Big, go stash that shit. Big is fam, my nigga. And I told y'all already, nigga, Big ain't no Pac was coming. Niggas ain't know Pac was coming. Niggas gave Big the heat. Niggas stashed the heat. Now all the police is in there. You know the rest of the story and shit. Y'all see Pac coming out, holding his finger out. There's another documentary they see where y'all see Big coming out. The police there, the news reporters, everybody, and y'all see Big come out. He got the hoodie on. Nigga, that's when Pac sent my brother and them back to the studio to get the other heat. Big, through all of that, Big goes back, nigga, because I guess he said he stashed it in the piano or whatever in their studio. And shit, Big goes out, come through all the police and every that to pass the other heat off. Niggas is celebrating. Remember now, Pac shot, he going back and forth to court for the rape case and all that shit. And niggas celebrated because they dropped the rape case. Whatever they dropped it to was like a charge of somebody tapping a girl on the ass. But since Pac is who he is with all his background, the Panther shit and all that, they wanted to be funny and they gave him the max on that. That's how he got that 1.5 to something. Before all of this, right? Before he get remanded, before all of that shit, Pac was getting $15,000 a show, right? He never been across seas, never had to use no passport, never been across seas, right? He's about to go across seas and they're giving him 30 a show. You know what I'm saying? Nigga going on tour. Who you think he bringing on tour with him? He bringing us with him. You know what I'm saying? He's all over us and shit. Like, nigga, y'all better get your passport, get some ID. We ain't got no fucking ID. Y'all niggas better get your passport, man, nigga. So we like, yeah, we gonna get it. But we ain't had no fucking ID and shit. You know what I mean? We ain't had them 6 points. Remember, we freshly out of our teens, my nigga. We ain't never need no ID. Remember back then, nigga, you could hop on the plane with somebody else's ticket. You could drive without a license. You get pulled over, them niggas giving you a no license ticket. And we ain't never had no jobs, none of that. Our jobs was, the first job we had was getting signed with Def Jam. And then Tommy Boy, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got no ID. We Jamaican. To get the 6, you need 6 points to get ID out here. You know what I'm saying? My mom is the only one that could do the other shit. She got to take off for work and take us to the DMV and all that. You know what I'm saying? My mom's a Jamaican nigga. She like, hey, boy, on the go here. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga. So, but
right. That's Majesty, that's Stretch brother. Majesty, Stretch brother. Stretch
okay. I got a question though, right?
Yeah.
If they them guys, right? And Pac don't need a gun, and he put it wherever he put it. At the end of the day, I do feel like somebody. I don't think Big had nothing to do with it, or his brother, or we don't know, allegedly. But what I'm saying, if they in Manhattan, you know, I don't know nothing about the East Coast. I'm just going by what he's saying.
Listen, in Manhattan.
You gotta let me answer. Let me answer.
All right, go ahead.
So, if you're in the middle of Manhattan, where niggas don't go, then why was there 2 niggas there with guns ready to rob?
Because
it had to be.
Jimmy Henchman already said that shit. Pac was doing a song with one of Jimmy Henchman artists, the nigga named Little Sean. And Jimmy Henchman said he gonna pay Pac in cash once he got there.
Yeah, okay.
So that's why Pac went. Pac didn't go. He wasn't looking for nothing else. He went for make money. And he happened to see Biggie, Lil C's, and the other nigga from Dream Mafia happened to see Pac out the window and said, Joe, we upstairs, Joe. You're coming. He's like, oh, we coming up. We got the Cali weed. We gonna smoke. They didn't think about weed. They wasn't think about setting no niggas up.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That what always confused me with Pac. Even when I was younger, I used to be like, if he out the window and he telling you to come kick it, there go Pac. Woo, woo, woo. That's one story that's true. So yeah. I never understood why he went at Biggie like that, but I think it was just record sales however it went. But
record sales are jealousy. Pac was mad because Biggie blew up bigger than Pac in a shorter time. Yo, Biggie, once Biggie drops, once he got on that shit with Craig Mack, Flavor Your Ear remix.
Yeah. Cool J.
He was out the stratosphere by then, yo. Biggie was at the stratosphere. Pac's in jail, hearing his best friend, his little brother, blowing up while he locked up.
You think Pac was jealous of that? I don't think he was.
Pac was jealous of Biggie, bro. Pac was jealous.
But why would Pac let Biggie come perform for him? Why? I mean, we all know that. Why would he hang up?
Biggie's gonna be that big as he got. We from the East Coast, Cross. Would you tell him, Cross? You remember when Biggie blew up out of nowhere?
When he pulled out what?
Well, Biggie blew up out of nowhere. That wasn't because of Pac. That's because Biggie had skills, bro.
Yeah, but because remember now, his son Biggie was already. I mean, yeah, Pac was big, but what Biggie was from, it was already because Party and Bullshit was like the anthem at that time. People don't know that song, Party and Bullshit.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you know, y'all know more than I know. That's why I'm asking y'all.
Right.
Yeah, y'all know more than the so-called brother talking over there. But
the brother don't know shit.
Hell nah, but I do think he was set up. That's just my opinion.
He was set up by Jimmy Henchman. Jimmy
Henchman set him up.
Okay, yeah, that's what you were saying. Okay.
Jimmy Henchman admitted to set him up in our court documents. He admitted to have something to do with Pac shooting.
Is that why 50 didn't really mess with Jimmy like that?
No, 50 didn't like Jimmy on a whole nother personal level because Chris Lighty was 50's manager, and Jimmy Henchman and Chris Lighty was beefing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 50 didn't have no love for Jimmy. He ain't fuck with Jimmy. And then also Jimmy was putting shit in the game between him and the game.
I'm tripping out on game. You love Tupac and Eazy-E so much, but you signed to your manager is the one cat allegedly that had something to do with your favorite rapper. I mean, one of your favorite rappers. That's why I never understood game. Like I said, I know the backstory. You know, I'm from the South, so we ain't gonna know how y'all know it. But we know that part.
Game always been a fucking snake.
You say everybody's snake.
Yo,
they don't say it.
No, nigga, you don't bite the hand on niggas that's feeding you, bro. Period.
Nah, he should have. Man, I'm gonna tell you, I looked at game different when he left 50. No, 50, my guy. Man, shit, you can't, man. I say Get Rich or Die Trying is the greatest album of all time, my opinion.
I think that too, my opinion too. I think that too. A lot of people don't believe it. I believe that. I believe that in my heart.
I agree. No album has ever hit music the way 50 hit the music scene.
Nah, not at all. Even Eminem wasn't there. Eminem and Nelly wasn't no 50 Cent. No 50 Cent. 50 Cent.
They sold just as much, but they didn't have the impact.
I think 50 was smart, man. We know he's smart. He brought the streets to the rap game, and everybody know he telling the truth. That's, man, 50 my guy, man. He epitome like how Cross look at Dame Dash, I look at 50 like that. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. That cat can walk in any state and go live. He in Houston now, y'all know that.
Yeah.
That's a gangster, man. No matter how much money, he give people chances and all that, man. Shit. I fuck with 50. I ain't gonna lie. My favorite rapper of all time is 50.
There we go. I ain't the only one.
Oh, yeah. You know, man, you can't tell me nothing about 50.
You know, boy, we're going to say something about that, boy.
Well, 50, my guy.
I know.
Say that shit with your chest out, nigga. Say that shit with your chest out, nigga. Say with your chest out.
Okay, let me poke it out real quick. Hold on.
Poke that shit
50,
out.
my God.
Poke that shit out. Billy Garland Jr. is not Tupac. Facts, he'll never be Tupac. Billy Garland Jr.
But the dope boy, he gonna sell just for the strength.
I think that nigga wrote a lot of Pac's raps too. His brother did.
Hell nah, nigga.
He wrote the raps and he mentally gave them Pac to his mind and shit.
Yeah, but I think he was ghostwriting for Pac. He just don't want to say it.
Oh, he was definitely ghost. He was definitely a ghost. He definitely a ghost.
Right?
Hey, I'm like Cross though, man. It's 2023. Why we ain't seen you on no documentaries?
Not one.
We see the stepbrother, and I thought it was the real brother. And the boy told me. I mean, who is you, man? We know you're daddy's son, but you was raised nowhere near Pop. You up here giving interviews saying this, that, and you bringing P. Diddy. That's like putting a rat jacket on somebody's back, and you don't even got to pay for it.
I'm gonna tell you something. All the people talking about Pac was born in Harlem and shit. How was this nigga born in Harlem? His father from Jersey City, New Jersey. His family from Jersey City, North.
Oh yeah,
fucking Montclair. fucking East Orange. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. You was born in New Jersey in Clinton State Correctional Facility for women.
Yeah, his mama was locked up. I even know that.
Locked up. Yeah, bro, come on, man.
I even know that. Who's saying that ain't right?
Oh, people talking about he was born in Harlem. Nigga wasn't born in Harlem, bro. Look at the fuck. He moved to Harlem once his mother got out of prison. He moved to Harlem. But his father.
Hey, I'm from the South, man. Y'all shouldn't let a Southern cat know that before y'all. Goddamn.
That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying too, man.
I even know he was born in prison.
That's all I'm saying too.
Yeah, look at boy. You know that big bro. I needed you last night, big bro. I'll tell you later.
Oh shit. What do you do now, Cross? What this nigga do now, Cross?
Oh, I won. They woke up
I'll
this
call
morning
you and tell you before I go live. Yeah.
Yo, I'm about to get off now because I already proved my point that Pac brothers are fraud. I'm about to get off here. I already proved the point. Nigga didn't even know Pac. Talk about, oh, Pac, yeah, Pac was right to feel Biggie had something to do with it. Nigga, if I tell you, watch the company you keep, and you go back and tell them niggas I was talking about them, and I get robbed because I was telling you, trying to put your ear, and you tell them niggas on me. I tell you shit else, nigga. Even if I knew he was gonna rob you, and I ain't telling you, nigga.
No, real time.
Cause you gonna get me killed.
That's what it is. Straight up.
Hey, boy, when you get out, hit me and Cross up when you done.
I definitely will, yo. I'm about to end this shit. I just had to do this, man, because I got when I seen this fucking live, when I see this interview, I was like, this nigga is a fugazi fraud ass nigga. Yeah, you're a light skinned Tupac nigga, but you didn't know him.
Right. But that dude look like Pac Daddy, man. I ain't never seen him.
That's Pac Daddy. That's Pac Daddy.
I never seen him before, man. I was looking at him. I was like, damn, that's Pac Daddy like a mother. And the brother he do play with Pac.
He did?
Huh?
That's the only interview he did, boy?
Yes, only interview he did. Hold up. Here go Pac's father on Asada. I mean, on Tupac mother.
He thought he was going to get a whole lot of views for that.
Hell, I never even heard of the interview. He didn't get too many.
Billy Garland Jr.
Before, hold on, here we go. I'm going to show you. Here we go right here. It's all dialogue, yeah.
When Tupac died, you sued the estate. Most people think that it was out of greed. Here's your chance to explain to the world your side of the story. Why did you sue Tupac Shakur's estate?
I wanted money, nigga.
I was Tupac's father. After the quad shooting, I was in Belleville. I was Tupac's father. All my many visits to Clinton prison in Dannemora. I was Tupac's father in Las Vegas. Me and Feeney's in the Golden Nugget crying the night he died. So I was Tupac's father up until he died. And when it came time, I think it was the rebate or the death certificate. I think it was the rebate paper. I think it was the death certificate papers.
The probate?
Probate.
Okay.
And she had signed it that she was the mother. In that little section that says father, she had put that he was dead.
Wow.
Broke my heart. Could have talked to me. I didn't want no money from Tupac. You were the mother. I didn't care. But for you to disrespect me and treat me like that, what else? I don't want this state. I just wanted to be noted that his father is alive. I'm not dead. And I resented the fact that you had said that. And you knew I wasn't. I wasn't dead all those other times that we were together with our son. So how did I die all of a sudden? And I can only deduce that it was over money. I hate.
All right, now this is how grimy this heifer Felix Shakur is, yo. I don't care what nobody says. Y'all get mad at me all y'all want. She's a piece of shit.
I don't agree with you.
She's a piece of shit.
From the book, and it happens to be my favorite chapter.
Her favorite chapter, y'all.
It's really the end. I'll leave the gore and the rest of it for you to read at home, okay? Rise. Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise. Up from the past that's rooted in pain, I rise. And that's a quote from Maya Angelou. The first in line to siphon Tupac's money was Billy Garland, also known as the sperm donor, the father Tupac had never known. Tupac was 23 years old and was already famous when he met Billy for the first time in 1994. He was laying critically wounded when Billy showed up at his bedside. Tupac talked to him a little bit, and during the encounter, Afeni sat quietly in a corner on the carpet, giving space to her bedridden son, at the same time letting Billy know he did not have the full floor. Oh yes, and Billy showed up again in 1996 at the Las Vegas hospital where Tupac lay in a coma. I wonder what good it does for the dying when you're there for them at the end of their lives, but you never showed up for them while they were living. As far as Billy Garland goes, he seemed to have popped up out of nowhere, at least from where I sat. I knew of the men who had raised Tupac, who had loved Tupac. I had heard all the stories about Tupac's Uncle Tom and his stepfather Matulu, but I had never heard the name Billy Garland mentioned. I had heard all the when Tupac was a baby stories, and Billy Garland's name had never come up. Legs was mentioned, this tough, colorful street dude who respected Afeni and loved her little boy. Took him to the barbershop in McDonald's and called him his son. I had heard about Legs, but not Billy Garland. It was Crooksy who painted Afeni in Tupac's first bedroom when Afeni moved in with Glow, and there was Tupac's godfather, Cochise, who wrote him loving and careful letters from prison all through Tupac's growing up. I had heard how Glow kissed the newborn Tupac from head to toe as soon as he came out of the womb, but I had never heard stories of Billy Garland. So when I heard the news that Billy Garland was making claim to Tupac's money, I wondered how this man could stand in a courtroom in front of strangers and say he was this boy's father. I wondered, as I heard of this absurd lawsuit, how he could hold his head high enough to even see his way into a courtroom after not living one moment in the child's life. I wondered how he could take the tears of a grieving mother, as tough as that mother may be, and flaunt those tears in front of a judge and lawyers and say, I want some of what's left for her, for myself. It's incredible that a person who has never provided anything for a child, as that child grows up, would try to take what that child has made for himself on his own. All Billy Garland ever did for Tupac was create a void, which Tupac in all futility searched.
Okay. I heard of Feedy with the bullshit, right? Yeah. That's the same shit that these bitter bitches all around the world talk about when they don't make it work with the daddy, with the son's daddy. She left Billy Garland. She left and didn't tell Billy Garland she was gone when Tupac was a baby. Tupac didn't find a nigga for 15 years. Because she changed his name. His name was always Tupac Shakur.
Sperm donor, though? The sperm donor? That's messed up, yeah.
That's right. Yo, I'm gonna tell all you bitches out there. I'm calling y'all bitches. All you bitches out there that keep y'all kids away from their father because y'all jealous because he moved on. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you right there. Eat a dick. Don't get mad because he don't want you no more. Don't get mad because he don't want you no more.
Yeah, that's so wild, bro.
Don't get mad because he don't want you no more. Move the fuck on. Period. But yo,
the sperm donor.
But listen, this is now here go Billy Garland comeback right here. Here you go, right here. Now listen to this.
I was home in Jersey City, and my friend Phil Webb, police officer, just started. And I hadn't seen Pac, and he knew about Pac. He saw Pac, and he said, I used to bring home to Jersey City in the night with me and my other kid. Used to sleep in the bunk beds with the kids. And he had called me and said that he had heard Tupac got shot. And I hadn't heard of it. And I looked on the news, and in fact, he had. I had been trying to reach Tupac for a long time. I was talking to his publicist, and she was telling me that certain people, well, Afeni had said that she had talked to Tupac and had told him that I wanted to meet him or see him after all the years of absence. And she told me that Pop wasn't ready, that he needed to. Unfortunately, later I found out that this wasn't true, that no one had told Pac that I was available, that I was around, that I was his outlet. So that kind of hurt, if you know what I'm saying. That hurt a lot.
So at the age, you spoke about the age just a minute ago when Tupac would come over and sleep.
Oh yeah, he was about 3.
He was 3 years old.
Yeah, maybe about 2 or 3.
He was
and I took him to play basketball, and all my friends thought it was my other son, Malik, Carlos Malik. I had 6 beautiful kids: Landon, Carlos, and Nika, who just passed 2 months ago.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, heart attack. That's a hard one. Takira and my youngest son, Billy Jr. So I have 6. Now I have 4. No person should lose a child. Definitely no person should lose 2 children.
Absolutely.
But he was 2, and no, he was 3 actually. So we would play ball. We played professional, semi-pro ball all over the East Coast. We were very good at it. Rucker tournaments, we were very good at it. But I took him to the gym, and all the guys said, "Is that Malik?" They were, because he looked so much like the rest of the kids. And I said, "No, that's Tupac." And they said, "Oh, okay." So I think that might have been one of the last few times he stayed with me, because he would come over and spend the night with the kids and spend some time with us, maybe a week or so. And one little incident too. They were all together. The boys had the bunk beds. The girl had her own room, Nika. But somebody peed the bed. Just give her humor. And we don't know who peed the bed. And we always said it was Pop, but it doesn't really matter. I just thought it was cute. That the fact that, in fact, he did maybe piss the bed.
He loved his son.
Dad used to.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you,
his son, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all women, son out there. Y'all can be mad at the father, hate the father, but once y'all bring that shit in the midst of the kids, in the future, you're gonna lose all love for your kids. Your kids, they want their daddy in their life. You want to keep moving around, disappearing, changing addresses. You're gonna lose out on that kid, because that kid gonna blame you for not being able to see his father.
Right.
A lot of people don't understand that, but I've seen this shit happen many times. Yo, once y'all start getting in the middle of a father, his son's relationship, a father, his daughter's relationship, y'all already lost in the long run.
You goddamn right, because when that kid get older, they come looking for daddy. And then daddy got a whole nother side of the story. I done been there and done that. I know how that
resentment. Trust me.
Then the child gonna look at, well, mama, you said this, that, and other. I wouldn't have came around either. I mean, even with my parents. So it happens in our community. I don't know why our community does that. But then when the child get in trouble, now you want to call him. But now
it's the father's fault, because the father ain't there.
Yeah,
or you was never, bitch, you disappeared on me. You took my kid. You changed your addresses. I'm going to all these fucking states looking for you. I can't find you because you changed everything, because you mad because I left your bum ass bitch.
Yeah. No,
you mad because I left your crackhead ass bitch. You mad because I left your dope head ass bitch. You mad because I left your whole ass bitch.
Salute to Born.
You mad.
Bro.
Don't be mad. Scratch your ass and be mad.
That woman dead, man.
That's cool, man.
There's a lot of people dead, but the truth is the truth, man. That was your baby mama that kept your kids away from you all them years. You'll be saying the same shit, nigga. Knock it off.
Yeah, shut up with your fat face ass. Nobody trying to hear that shit. You got that whole speech for
Am I
nothing.
lying across?
I ain't saying you're lying.
I ain't you should put your hands on mute. Put your hands on mute. Taking that time out for you.
Like I can't push the button. Like I can't push it back. What you go mute me? You look like your partner last night. Wait till you call me.
Yo, man. Y'all check this out. This is King of New Jersey's Btbtv. We bully the bullies, so we out here. I got Cross, the Mac Mizzle, Stone C, and and Billy Garland Jr. You did not know Tupac, nigga. I don't care if you're or not. I knew more about Tupac than you do, nigga.
Yeah, we know Pac, man. Hey, I'm older than him, so somebody in the chat said he's 33.
Billy Goat.
Billy Ho. Billy Ho.
Yeah.